Can somebody catch me up? So why is this guy Tampon Tim? What is this? What is the controversial tampon bill? Vice President Kamala Harris announced Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her Democratic running mate. Walz's previous legislative action requiring all Minnesota public schools to offer free menstruation supplies in both boys and girls' restrooms has sparked criticism. Is it because of in boys' restrooms, or is it because conservatives hate reproductive health? Were there tampons in the girls' bathrooms and he tried to expand it to the boys' bathrooms, or were there no tampons at all and he wanted to make them available in the boys' and girls' bathrooms? Which one is it here? A school district or charter school must provide students with access to menstrual products at no charge. The product must be available to all menstruating students in restrooms regularly used by students in grades 4 to 12, according to a plan developed by the school district. By the school district. For purposes of this section, menstrual products means pads, tampons, or other similar products used in connection with the menstrual cycle. So each district would have been able to do this, right? Does this end up getting passed, or? Office of the Reviser of Statutes, the Minnesota Legislature. Third reading, presentment date, governor's action approval, Secretary of State, Chapter 55, effective date, various states. Okay, so I'm guessing governor's action approval means that the governor signed it into law because it was passed by the legislature. Secretary of State, Chapter 55 means that the Secretary of State has now added it to the legal code of the state or whatever, I'm guessing. And then the effective date is when all the different provisions go into effect. Okay. So what's happened? It seems fine. Did anything bad happen? Were kids like themselves with tampons, or? My dad is a 6th grade teacher and has to deal with little boys asking if they can go into the girls' bathroom if they say they are a girl. Unnecessary problem. I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Do you have any thoughts on Harris picking Tim Walz as her running mate? I was really hoping for Mark Kelly. So between Kelly, Walz, and Shapiro, I'm going to be honest, I haven't done much reading. Just from the very, 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 bouncing off of the news cycle and reading, just headlines and tweets and sentiments or whatever, it seems to me like the Democrats had a good problem and that there were a lot of viable VPs to pick from that a lot of people liked in different ways, that whether it was any of those three or even anybody outside of that the Democrats seem to have an abundance of yeah, sure, this, yeah. As opposed to the Republicans where, holy fuck, Vance doesn't seem to have been a good pick so far. I don't even know who the fuck a good pick would have been. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling about it, but do you think that Trump will run again when he loses? I have no idea. If you would have asked me 4 years ago, I don't know what I said back then, but I feel like if you go and find a VOD, I wonder if I would have said, I don't think Trump would run again in 4 years. It wouldn't surprise me if I said that. I don't think I would have thought he would have run again in 4 years. This is pretty old. But I don't know. I'd be surprised if he runs in 4 more years, but I'm surprised he's running this year, so who knows, yeah. Who would actually be a good vice president pick for the Republicans? The problem is that you don't have the Republicans. It's the party of Trump now. So you're in a really weird space. Before, when Trump ran in 2016, you still had a Republican Party. So Trump was a very unconventional pick, but he could shore up his base, his evangelicals and his traditional conservatives with Pence. It made sense. I think that ticket, in my mind, that ticket made sense, I think. But now you don't really have a conservative party anymore. So when you talk about who does Trump need to pick as a vice president? Honest to God, you honestly want to know, can anybody guess who I think? I'm going to give you a very unpolitically informed take. You know who would have been the best pick for Trump's VP? Oh, somebody in chat half said it. Oh, no, yeah, okay, yeah. Somebody said mini Trump. True, he should have just chosen Donald Trump Jr. He should have just chosen Trump Jr. He should have chosen his son, one of his sons. I think that probably would have, honest to God, I think that probably would have been the best choice. They do politics pretty similarly. They're shameless. They've got the family name. Conservatives won an emperor dynasty anyway. I think they should have done that. You'd feel good about Trump is getting old and aging out, but his son's right here to take up the reins. Yeah. You don't think that Vivek fits the mini Trump role better? I feel like that's really hard for me to evaluate. I feel like Vivek comes off as a brown noser. No racial agenda there. I don't know if conservatives view it in that way. He was kind of popular from among the Trumples, but why would you ever choose Vivek over Trump ever? You never would. But like, would he be a substitution for Trump? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think he would be, actually. Remember the issue you have with Trump. The biggest selling point to Trump, 51% of Trump's success, okay? And historians will write about this. And you will source me. Remember to source my stream in the history books, okay? If you guys are watching this in the future, school kids, okay? I was the most informed political commentator in the entire world, okay? Fuck whatever else is in these chapters, okay? Donald Trump's success is majorly due to his charisma and his stage presence. That is like the 51% selling point on Trump. People remember him from The Apprentice. He was... his character on The Apprentice, he's like the archetypical, like, United States, like, masculine male role model figure. Like, he's tough, but he's fair, and he's, you know, like, he's got a lot of showmanship and bravado. You've got, like, the gaudy red tie on the suits, but it works because he's so successful, and he's so, like, he's got his buildings and his businesses, and he's got, like, his, you know, his family, and like, Trump just has, and he carries himself so well on stage, and he's funny, he's personable, he tells jokes, he gives people bad nicknames. Like, this is the majority of Trump's success is there. So when people look to compare people to Trump, they look at people like Vivek. Vivek hits all the populist talking points. 100% he does, absolutely. But Vivek's stage presence, it's not even close to Trump. He's got such good stage presence. He's so good at it. And he speaks like the language of like retard, like perfectly for all of his like fans to slip. But he's just so good at it. Yeah. Trying to think of anybody that's even remotely comparable. Obama had really good stage presence. Bernie Sanders has, in my opinion, Bernie has very good stage presence as well. Bernie has exceptional stage presence, I think. Watching him work a general crowd, if he would have been the nominee, I don't think he could have made it because his policies are too extreme, but that would have been so interesting. Seeing like Bernie Sanders in a debate against Trump would be amazing, would be awesome, I think. Actually, the more I think about it, I feel like Bernie probably has the best stage presence. Obama's was really good, maybe, yeah. George Bush was nice. Bill Clinton, I think, was pretty nice. Reagan was very good. MLK was really good, but not necessarily a politician. Bernie's stage presence does not beat Obama. Probably not, maybe. I feel like Obama has one of those things too where, how do you describe it when you have you've got like a guy or a girl who's like very conventionally attractive, but there's like one off thing about them. It's either like a mole or a scar or something asymmetrical, but for some reason it just like makes them even more attractive. I feel like Obama was kind of like that, and that obviously he spoke very well. He was like eloquent. He had like the content and everything was good, but he had like a very unique, like he has a very, what would you call it? Unique diction? No. Accent? No. But he had a very unique style of speaking. Like anybody, cadence. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. He has a very Obama cadence, and that probably helped too. Like his speaking style definitely sticks out in your mind a lot. Yeah. Pelosi is scary good at what she does, and I don't think we would have gotten Harris without her. Maybe. I hope Pelosi has like some fucking underling that she's trained up. Pelosi is an actual fucking monster in the House in terms of her being able to whip votes, in terms of being able to get legislation passed, in terms of her being a monster fucking fundraiser. I hope that AOC has a bright future in the party. I feel like she's grown so much in the past few years from like in a very short amount of time. It feels like she's matured a ton, and her political messaging is like on point, and her meme game, her stage presence, her background, her like her intersectionality, being like a fucking like a brown woman from I don't know if she's from the Bronx or whatever. She's from New York, right? She has a lot going for her. And then as much as she's like learned to navigate the congressional environment and then integrated that into her social media. What did she she speaks well too. Yeah. What did she tweet? It was a good ass tweet. It was a good tweet this morning. Can I find this? This was really weird. The way that he's sitting here, I don't know what this is. I saw this. I was going to comment on this before, and I wasn't sure if there's just some manly thing I'm missing. Oh, Dems in disconcerting levels of array. True. That's a good ass tweet. That's a good tweet. I feel like I've actually never heard a woman complain of manspreading. I have heard of anti-SJWs complaining about women complaining about manspreading, but I don't think I've ever seen an actual person complaining about it. And I don't think I've ever seen it happen. But if I was a person and I was like on planes or on trains and there were people sitting next to me like this, I think I would lose my fucking mind. I think I would actually lose my mind. I would go apeshit. And by go apeshit, I mean I would sit there in silence, stewing, while imagining all the horrible things I would say to this guy. And then my pulse would increase, and then I would tweet out about how I owned some guy on a plane, but I didn't actually say anything to him at all. And then I would bump him leaving the plane, and I would apologize, and then crawl off on all fours. Jesus Christ, though. Does he have eyeliner? I really can't tell. I feel like the obvious answer has to be no. Like, why would you? Why? But, like, these are some strong under eye things here. If he has eyeliner, there's got to be a close-up video that very clearly demonstrates it, right? But why? Why would you put eyeliner on? Are you trying to look like a vampire or a wolf? Why was this tweet funny? Oh, because Democrats and liberals on the left are always are massively in disarray. We're always fighting each other and killing each other and hating each other and like fuck the left and fuck certain and fuck the progressive. So it's just funny. Disconcerting levels of array instead of disarray. It's good. Isn't makeup normal for TV? Not eyeliner. No? Sorry. When makeup for TV is typically going to be, it'll be stuff to cover blemishes. It'll be powder to make it so you don't look shiny on camera. And it'll be maybe a little bit of hairspray to like hold your hair together. That's going to be like your standard like interview makeup stuff. Yeah, but it's not going to be like eyeliner for men. That's not going to be the standard at all. But maybe he does personally, or maybe something. I'm not sure. Eyeliner too. Eyeliner is absolutely not the norm for men going on to media appearances. I don't think so. This is how you reclaim a space on a train/airplane. I already know what you're linking. And we've already watched this on stream like 100 times. And now we're going to watch it 101 times.
What's up, Facebook? So I'm in a bathroom right now in an airplane.
Apparently on Aiden's stream with Trump was talking about immigration and genuinely believes asylum seekers are people that escaped mental asylums. Apparently he doesn't know the word has two meanings. No shot. Wait, what? Link me a clip.
I have a guy sitting next to me that thinks he owns the armrest.
We listened yesterday to where he mentioned about how like some country, I forget who, it wasn't Venezuela, somebody like opened their mental asylums and let all their crazy people into the United States. But there's no way that he thinks that like claiming asylum is the same as people who have escaped from insane asylums, right? Right? That's why he talks about Hannibal Lecter. No, wait, hold on. Is that what you guys keep saying Hannibal Lecter means? Hold on. Why'd you change the aspect ratio on your YouTube uploads? I don't think that happened.
For the world, they're emptying out their jails into the United States. They're emptying out their mental institutions into the United States, our beautiful country. And now the prison populations all over the world are down. They don't want to report that. The mental institution population is down because they're taking people from insane asylums and from mental institution. You know what the difference is, right? An insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids.
Okay, he must have heard this is like a new talking point, but I don't think he thinks that asylum seekers are from mental asylums, right? This is just probably the new talking point, the new marching orders that like now we're going to say crazy people are coming to the U.S.
Silence of the Lambs. Has anyone ever seen the Silence of the Lambs? The late great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man. He oftentimes would have a friend for dinner. Remember the
He didn't write that. I don't think he wrote that.
last scene? Excuse me, I'm about to have a friend for dinner. Is this poor doctor walked by? I'm about to have a friend for dinner. But Hannibal Lecter.
It's the last line in the movie. I'm aware. Yes, thank you. I'm about to have a friend for dinner, and he hangs up the phone. Yes. I don't think Trump wrote that, though. I think somebody else wrote it for him.
Congratulations. The late, great Hannibal Lecter. We have people that are being released into our country that
Listen to the audio flubs on this, guys. He talks about this in every rally. Really?
we don't want in our country. and they're coming in totally unchecked, totally unvetted, and we can't let this happen. They're destroying our country, and we're sitting back, and we better damn well win this election, because if we don't, our country is going to be doomed.
I, too, am a fan of yours. I'm going to make a point of disagreeing with you so that it will be fun. You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American.
Why? He looks like an evil comic book character. He looks like he's the guy if you were to write a comic book about 11 and 12-year-olds, he looks like he would be the evil middle schooler in 8th grade who's like bullying the kids. He's like the man dark. That's just like, I don't know why. It's just like the vibe I get when I look at him. He just has that aura. He has that aura. A 14-year-old that bullies 12 and 11-year-olds.
Articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great.
Ann Coulter, that joke is like 10 years old. It's okay. Obama's not president anymore. You're fine. You can be racist again. It's all good. Trump made it cool again.
Opening segment, lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president, but I still would not have voted for you.
Oh my God, you're fucking right. Hold on. Follow me here. Okay, I was gonna say this, okay? A little, right? Are we seeing it? Am I crazy? I don't know why. I get the vibe. I get the vibe. And you know what? You know how I know I'm right, even though you fuckers are spam question marking me? You know I'm right? Because I Googled, I wonder, has anybody made like an Indian Jimmy Neutron? I wonder if anybody's like made that to see what it looked like. And you know what? When I Googled it, look who comes up. Fuck you guys, okay? Fuck you guys. He's right there. Number 4, okay? So I don't need to pull today because Google agrees with me. Wait, what is this? Hold on, we didn't finish this.
More than most other candidates.
Wow, Illuminated, thanks for the 5
when
gifted
you're
subs.
running for president, but I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to that.
Wait, why did she curve from a racist
I
dog
too-
whistle just to be outwardly racist? Wait, what was the purpose of the beginning of this? Like, hello. I was going to make a joke that you smell bad, but obviously I can't do that because that would be politically incorrect. And I just want to say, I would never call you Vivek because in my household, we just call you Sand N-word. Like, what? What's the thought process here?
I, too, am a fan of yours. I'm going to make a point of disagreeing with you so that it will be fun. You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president, but I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to that.
As someone who wants Kamala to lose, picking Walz is wonderful. It's political malpractice. Why? Not from a swing state. Everybody in chat was linking. Apparently, picking people from swing states doesn't matter as much as people used to think it did, or it doesn't actually all that much. Radical underscoring her radicalism, and she rejected Shapiro to please the pro-Hamas caucus. She's not competent, and this pick shows it. Oh my God. The Republicans. I just got to witness Ben Shapiro literally typing Shapiro in echoes.